You keep your eyes on the hobbit and wait for him to either give up his watching or to become involved in the conversation. But after no more than 5 seconds, the waiting is unbearable. Your mouth is now slobbering in excitement and your limbs are twitching with the promise of the battle to come. Though your mind wills your body to wait for a safer moment, your body will not listen. Turn to 42. Okay, not the best idea. Yeah, we're not in full control of ourselves yet, but we do have a bit more control. So, now I've got to... The excitement is too much. Your blood boils with the fire of battle and promise of feasting on the juicy bodies of the 3 hobbits. You cannot control yourself and you launch yourself into the chamber, claws poised to strike. You rush towards them, the hobbits shriek in terror and draw their short swords to defend themselves in battle. So we've got another battle, and this, again it's against 3 enemies. So the hobbits have a skills of 6, 5 and 6. Stamina of 6, 6 and 7. This is the same as when we were facing the carrion guys. So, I roll 8, which means I immediately kill the first hobbit. That's good. And that takes me up to 20, which the other 2 can't beat. So I don't get hurt in that turn. Next roll. I roll 6, taking me up to 18. The hobbit with 5 skill can't beat that. And the other one rolled a 3. So I hit that guy for 2 damage, take him down to 4. I roll 9, which they both can't beat, so that means I've done damage again. So that's 2. That's the second hobbit almost dead. I roll 8. So I'm going to attack the third one this time to immediately kill him. And the middle one is wounded and couldn't beat me that time. I roll 7. He can't beat that, which means he is dead. 3 dead hobbits, didn't get hurt, insta-kill 2 of them. How good is that? So we defeat all the hobbits. Turn to 2. You sit down between the 3 hobbits, licking your lips as you remember the tender taste of their flesh. Grabbing the nearest one, you sink your teeth ravenously into its meaty rump. Bit him on the ass. You let out a soft, low growl of contentment. For a short while, you feast messily on the hapless creatures. Each hobbit was carrying a small pouch of those flat, round, shiny pieces of metal. You may take these with you if you wish. They are in fact gold pieces, and if you decide to take them, you are now carrying 12 with you. You may restore your stamina to its initial level for your tasty meal and add a luck point for your victory. Well, we might as well take the gold with us now we know what it is. So I'm going to write in gold, and we got 12. Was it 12? So we now know that that stuff's useful, and I wasn't even hurt, so there's no point restoring my stamina. And I'm at max luck, so I can't deal with that either. But we've got some gold. You may now leave the passage. Do you wish to continue east along the passage opposite the one you entered by? Or do we retrace our steps to the junction and take the northerly passage way back when? Well, I'm liking this east path. It's taken us to hobbits and gold. I mean, I'm not complaining. Maybe there's more delicious hobbits further down, you know. Yeah, 153. The easterly passage leads you down a slight incline and along a narrow route which is cold and wet underfoot. The glowstones light your way once more. You soon find yourself sloshing and splashing along the corridor. You look down to find your feet are walking not through ordinary mud but through a thick jelly-like substance which appears to be dark blue in colour. It's blueberry flavoured, I'm guessing. We're probably not going to eat it though. The passage bends sharply round to the north as you plod onwards. Your progress may be unpleasant, but you feel no ill effects from the slime. Eventually you reach a junction. Ahead, straight up the corridor, the slime changes to an even darker shade of blue. To the right, a single step upwards leads to a dry passageway heading east. If you wish to continue north, turn to 232. If you step out of the slime and head east, turn to 84. Carrying along the slime seems like a bad idea. But at the same time, that might be the trick. I mean, maybe I should carry on through the slime because it might be good. And stepping out will lead me to get ambushed or trapped. So I'm going to risk it and stay walking up the slime path. So that's north 232. Alright, let's see. Your first step into the dark-coloured slime makes you shiver. It's considerably colder than the lighter-coloured variety. You quicken your pace and continue northwards. The dull light of the glowstones lets you see that your chilly ordeal will soon be over. A few paces ahead, and a step takes you out of the strange slime onto dry ground. You step up eagerly and peer ahead into the bluish gloom for some clue as to where you're heading. You can just make out an arched doorway ahead. You soon reach a solid door of thick timbers and sturdy metal fastenings. You can hear irregular heavy breathing coming from something behind the door. The breathing is punctuated by occasional resonant snorts. The overall impression is of danger. Something large is behind the door. Will you charge through the door, prepared for anything within, or ignore this room and head back down the passage to take the easterly way you found earlier? Right, something big is behind the door, so that's going to be dangerous. But we've got plenty of health and good skill, so it might be worth the fight, and I'll probably get something good out of it, because, well, fights generally have rewards. So I think we'll go through the door. I don't really want to turn back. I don't think the creature is a turning back sort of guy, you know? So let's go through the door to see what's on the other side. 263. 263 there. The door shudders under your charge but does not open. Lose 1 stamina points. God damn it. Got hit by the door. So we're now on 19 stamina. You try again, and this time the bolt is torn from the frame. The door flies open and you step into the room ready for the creature inside. The room itself has a door in each wall. Scattered around one corner is an untidy pile of bones. In another corner is a half-eaten human carcass. Standing over the carcass, and evidently annoyed its meal has been disturbed, is a bulky creature with a hairy face, razor-sharp teeth and wild eyes. As you enter, it turns to attack, and you must resolve your battle with the manic beast. So we've got a picture of the manic beast here. It looks pretty manic. So the manic beast has 7 skill and 8 stamina. But there's also extra to it. The manic beast is so called for its tremendous bursts of rage. Each time you inflict a wound on the manic beast, its anger will rise for the next attack round, and you must add 2 to the dice roll when it rolls for its attack strength. If you wound it again during this next attack round, it will not retain the bonus for the next round, but if you do not, its temper returns to normal and the bonus is lost. So if we've hurt it the round before, its skill becomes 9 rather than 7. So let's see if we can beat it. I start by rolling 9. That gives me 21. It can't beat that of its 7 skill. So I have hurt it, taking its health down to 6. It's got 9 skill this time though, because I just hurt it. So I roll 6, giving me 18. If it rolls more than 9, it will hurt me. It rolls 6, giving it 15, so I hurt it again. It's down to 4. So this is the advantage of rolling high skill, you know. Makes fighting really easy. I roll 10. That's 2 5s. Instant death. I win. Stupid beast. If you defeat the manic beast, turn to 209. Well, we defeated it. It wasn't too hard. You may, if you wish, regain your strength by waiting for a few moments in the room before continuing. You can pass the time by feasting on either of the dead creatures, which looks the tastiest. The manic beast, the human carcass, or do we simply ignore the food and leave the room? Manic beast seems like it would be stringy, and it was all covered in hair, so probably the human would be better to eat. I mean, it's been chewed on a bit already, but I'm sure it'll be fine once we... So yeah, I think I'll eat the human rather than the beast, so 249. 249, where are we? You tuck into your meal. The meat is rather tough, as it is no doubt several days old. While you're eating, something catches your attention. Tied around the human's waist, you find a small leather pouch which contains 2 gold pieces. You may take these with you, and you gain 4 stamina points from the meal. Hey, that's good though. So we're back up to max stamina, and our gold is now at 14. Your attention is also captured by 2 flasks lying by the side of the unfortunate human. Though they have been battered in the struggle, they are not broken and each contains a coloured liquid. If you would like to drink the green liquid, turn to 318. If you prefer to drink the blue liquid, turn to 350. If you wish to drink neither, you may continue by turning to 293. Right. Let's think here. What's logical? Green liquid is normally a health potion in fantasy stuff, and blue liquid is normally a mana potion. I'm at full health, so I don't need a health potion, which means I shouldn't drink the green one, even though it might not even be a health potion, so I'm going to drink the blue liquid. That's some backwards logic. Let's see if it works. 350. The blue liquid smells sweet as you sip down the contents of the flask. There is no noticeable effect, but the effects of the potion of fear you have just drunk will not be revealed until you enter your next battle. When you do so, you will feel strangely afraid of your opponent, and you will never again be able to use the instant death rule, unless you find someone who has the power to remove curses. Damn it! So we can't use the double dice roll anymore. That won't insta-kill things, so I should probably write that down. So, right, curse, no, insta-kill. Should have drunk the green one. You've got to remember that for next time. Oh well. So, 293. You leave the room through a door in the east hall. The door opens to a dingy corridor which is quite short and ends at a wooden wall. When you listen at the door, you hear conversation rising and falling in pitch as if 2 or 3 creatures, or humans, were locked in a long discussion. This is your only way onwards. Will you try the door and attempt to creep slowly into the room, or you attempt to surprise whatever's inside by charging into the room with claws drawn? Well, we've tried smashing the door last time and we hurt our arms, so that's probably not the best idea. Maybe I should try creeping this time, I think. 276. You carefully try the door. It creaks on its hinges but opens easily, allowing you inside the room. You are ready for the creatures inside and hope to surprise them, but when you enter, it is you who are surprised at what you see. Ooh, I'm surprised, am I? 161. Where is it? The room is roughly circular, with doors in the north, south and west walls. Along the walls, in between the doors, are dark arches, a total of 6, which are large enough for you to enter, but from your position it's impossible to know how deep they are. The voices which you heard earlier have stopped, as if your entrance has surprised whoever or whatever was talking. There's no sign of any living creatures in the room. You step into the centre and are startled when the door slams shut behind you. You must now decide what to do. Will you leave the room from one of the doors, or stay to investigate the room further? Well, if something is talking in this room, it'd probably be worth investigating, because there's something weird going on here, and I want to know what. You glance from arch to arch, trying to decide whether to investigate them. The stillness is unnerving. What had happened to the voices you heard? As if in answer to your questions, a sound drifts out from one of the alcoves. What about this? Is that better? Ah yes, I can tell you understand me. Look, I can help you. Maybe you would like me to direct you to a tasty morsel, 2 fat hobbits. Or should I tell you of he who knows all secrets? I speak of course of Zaradin Mar. Come talk to me. You are stunned to silence by the voice speaking to you in your own tongue. It's inviting you towards the arches. Will you enter and speak to the being within, or are you suspicious of this strange voice? If you enter the arch and talk to your owner, turn to 323. If you wish to leave, turn to 405. I don't know if talking to this thing is going to be a good idea. But at the same time, it might be telling the truth. And if it's got hobbits, I'd like to eat them. Tell you what, I'm going to roll a dice. I'm going to let the dice make the decision for me. If it's an even number, I go through the arch. If it's an odd number, I leave. Let's see what we get. 5. So I'm not going to go with the arch, I'm going to leave. 405. I don't trust this voice. You may leave the room by one of 3 doors leading from the room. Which will you choose? North, west or south? South sounds good. We've done a lot of north and east and west. I don't think we've done much south, so I'm going to go for south at the minute. So turn to page 6. Where are you? 6. Here we are. The door opens and you find yourself in a corridor which heads south through a few paces and then turns to the west. Your claws extend themselves, ready for a sudden encounter. You follow the passageway around the corner. Eventually you reach a point where the passage turns back southwards. But something on the rocky floor in front of you has attracted your attention. In the elbow of the bend is a large black circle which seems to shimmer in the blue light. Perhaps it's a pool of liquid or maybe some dark metallic substance. As you are considering this, you hear a noise behind you which may have been a quiet footstep. Is someone following you? You turn around but can see nothing. Now you must decide what to do. Will you investigate the shape on the floor or try to avoid the circle by walking around it? I want to investigate the circle. It sounds cool. It's got like shimmery liquids and stuff. And I do like me some shimmery liquids. Admittedly, the last shimmery liquid I drank cursed me, but still, this one might uncurse me. You retract your claws so you may feel the strange shape with your fingertips. You step up close to it, but as you bend down to touch the dark circle, it moves much more swiftly than you ever could. In an instant, it is expanded to engulf the very ground on which you are standing. You suddenly find you are standing not on solid rock, but on nothing. Down you fall through the void until the journey becomes too much for you. You pass out in the blackness and never know the gruesome fate which awaits you in the depths of the black-mouthed floor trap. Damn it, we died. So, we got eaten by a floor trap. That's... Well, that's the way this book goes. I'm surprised it took me that long to die. So, I'm going to end this session for now, and we'll try again next time and hopefully survive. That didn't end well for us. See you next time. Goodbye.